Bears and the Baltimore Ravens.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This will make it into the end zone. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the Ravens.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's brought
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Another carry.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And again this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First down, Pittsburgh.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Terrell Suggs.
So if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 6-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
At the 17-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there at 22. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opening opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
The throw over the middle taken in. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
88.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Right back to him on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
21. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue with. To go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff looking right. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
At the 39-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence, that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. From the gun, it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Jackson. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Well, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 2nd and 13. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
And it's third down.
Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Number 31.
It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a third down.
3rd and 4.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in C. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there. First down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
He's taken down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Good for another Baltimore Raven. First and
Clock
10.
running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
No gain on the play.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 84.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
You need to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
The ball carrier.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. And a disappointing way to close out the season. Got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.